Hello students, today we are going to consider the chapter number 5 lines and angles. From that we are considering the concept related angles. Already we had considered first 4 topics, that means complementary angle, then supplementary angle, then adjacent angles and linear pair. These 4 types already we had discussed. Complementary angles means their sum is 90 degree. The supplementary angle means their sum is 180 degree. Then adjacent angles means they have one common arm and remaining 2 arms are non-common. Then linear pair means 2 adjacent angles whose addition is 180 degree, that is the linear pair. And now here we are going to consider the last but the least, vertically opposite angles. And here the vertically opposite angles are only obtained when 2 line segment or 2 lines are intersect each other. That means 2 lines should be intersecting each other. So here you can see that the line PQ and SR or RS, they are intersecting each other. They are not meeting each other. Suppose if we draw the same line like this, here this one is PQ and this is RS. So here we can say that these 2 lines are meeting each other at a common point. So here actually we are considering the intersection in this diagram or in this figure. We are considering 2 line segments are intersecting each other. That means they are crossing each other. Then only we are able to get the vertically opposite angles. Now here actually 4 angles are obtained. A, B, M, N. These are the 4 angles. And out of these 4 angles, the angles which are present exactly opposite to each other, those angles are referred as vertically opposite angles. So here angle A and angle B, here the angle A and angle B, these 2 angles are referred as vertically opposite angles because they are present at opposite side. How to decide opposite side? You can see the position of those angles. The angle A is present downside and angle B is present at upside. So downside, upside, opposite angles. So they are referred as a vertically opposite angles. And then remaining 2 angles, angle M and angle N, they are also vertically opposite angles because we can define them like this: left, right. Their positions are left, right. So left, right is opposite. So those are referred as a opposite vertical angle or vertically opposite angles. Now if we consider the second diagram, then from the second diagram, from these measures, it is clear that when 2 line segments are intersect each other, then we are getting the vertically opposite angles, and the one pair, that means each pair of vertically opposite angle is having the equal measures. So here if we consider these left and right angles, then they are referred as a vertically opposite angles and their measure is equal, which is 34 degree. In the same way, remaining 2 angles are referred as a vertically opposite angles and those are having again same measures, which is 146 degree. So here we can say that the vertically opposite angles are equal in measure. So this is the conclusion. Now we can see another examples. Suppose if we consider the table. So here legs of tables having the position such that those 2 legs are intersecting each other, and here we are getting the 4 angles which are referred as vertically opposite angles. So here odd pair is referred as a vertical angle and even pair is referred as a vertically opposite angle. So here 1 and 3 are the vertically opposite angles and 2 and 4, they are also vertically opposite angles. Then scissor, it is also forming 4 angles because those 2 sides or 2 blades of the scissor are crossing each other and they are giving us 4 angles. So it is also referred as a vertically opposite angle. Again different type of table is there. So here also we are getting the vertically opposite angles. So whenever 2 lines are intersecting each other, we are getting the vertically opposite angles, and when 2 lines are intersecting, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. That means this is the general statement regarding the vertically opposite angles, and this is applicable each time. This is applicable each time. It doesn't matter how those 2 lines are intersecting. That means they are intersecting at exactly middle, or they are intersecting at one end, or other end like this. So whatever be the intersecting point, the vertically opposite angles are going to be equal. Now this is the concept of vertically opposite angles. So here we are considered 5 concepts of related angles. Now we are going to start the exercise 5.1, which is actually based on these 5 properties. So here the first example is like this: find the complement of each of the following angles. So here we are going to find out the complement. That means we are going to use the concept complementary angles. We are going to use the concept complementary angle. Now we will consider that first angle, which is 20 degree. So while considering the solutions, we have to consider the concept of complementary angles, and here the two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measures is 90 degree. The two angles are referred as a complementary if sum of their measures is 90 degree. But here we had only one angle, second angle is unknown. That means complement of 20 degree is unknown. So therefore we are going to take that complement as a x. So here let complement of 20 degree is going to be x, and now the addition of these two angles is going to be 90 degree. That means 20 degree plus its complement x, their addition is going to be 90 degree. Now we can solve this equation by transposing this 20 to the right hand side, and we know that after transposing any numerical to the other side, then its sign is going to be reversed. So here plus is become minus, and therefore we are getting the term 90 degree minus 20 degree. Now you can perform the subtraction. 90 minus 20 is 70 degree, and therefore we can conclude that hence the complement of the given angle 20 degree is 70 degree. That means complement means the two angles whose additions are 90 degree. Then those two angles are referred as complement of each other. Now in the similar way we have to solve the second example. Now second angle is 63 degree. Again we can define that two angles are said to be complementary if their sum is 90 degree. Then only they are referred as a complementary angles. Now again we have to consider that unknown complement which is not known. So here complement of 63 degree is going to be x. We are going to refer it as a x. We are going to refer it as a x. Now after getting this value, we are going to consider the addition. That means 63 degree plus x, which is equals to 90 degree. Again by transposing this 63 degree to the right hand side, we are getting the equation x is equals to 90 degree minus 63 degree. Therefore after performing the subtraction, we are getting 27 degree. Hence we can say that the complement of the given angle is 27 degree. This is the question number 1, where we have to find out the complement of each of the following angles. Now in the same way the question number 2 is there, where we have to find out the supplement of each of the following angles. Now again we have to consider the first angle, which is 105 degree, and if we define now the concept of supplementary, then it is defined as the two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measures is 180 degree. So two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measures is 180 degree. Now here again the first step is that let supplement of 105 degree is x. Now instead of complement we have to use the word supplement, because we are considering the supplementary concept whose addition is 180 degree. Now that supplement is unknown, so we have to perform the addition. 105 degree plus x, which is equals to 180 degree. Now in the same way we have to perform the operation here. So here we are going to transfer this 105 to the right hand side, which becomes negative, and after transferring it we are getting the value x is equals to 180 degree minus 105 degree. Now just perform the subtraction. Here we can perform the subtraction. 180 minus 105. So here 10 minus 5 will be 5. Then 7 minus 0 will be 7. And 1 minus 1 will be 0. So therefore x is equals to 75 degree is the supplement of the angle 105 degree. Hence the supplement of the given angle is 75 degree, which is the required result. Now in the same way, second question is there 87 degree. Again we have to find out the supplement of this 87 degree. So again we are going to define the supplementary. Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measures is 180 degree. If the sum of their measures is 180 degree. Now again let supplement of 87 degree is x. Supplement of 87 degree is x. So we get 87 degree plus x, which is equals to 180 degree. Again transfer this 87 degree to the right hand side. So we are getting the statement like this: x is equals to 180 degree minus 87 degree, and by performing that subtraction we are getting the answer x is equals to 93 degree. Hence we can say that the supplement of the given angle is 93 degree. Supplement of the given angle is 93 degree. And here the one thing is very important to remember: in case of supplementary pair, at least one angle should be obtuse angle, then only we are going to get the supplementary angles. And in case of complementary angles, both angles should be acute angle, then only we are going to get the complementary angles. So this is the question number 2 for the exercise 5.1.